All right. Greetings all. Thank you for returning to my channel. I'm Professor Noonie. Allow me to welcome you back to our final fight. The last two remaining competitors in our Fight Night Champion Custom Boxers BareKnuckle tournament. We have the Group A champion, if you will, Adonis Johnson Creed, taking on the Group B champion, Frankenstein. What a journey both of these men have had getting to where they are right now. As you saw in our fight promotion, they had to go through a lot to get to where they are. It has come down to these last two fighters, and boy, do we have a fight in store for you. Seeing as the political climate of the world, or at least in the country, is sort of winding down a little bit, we are able to host this tournament in Cowboy Stadium, and what a fitting venue it is for these two monsters right here. There probably shouldn't even have to be a warning as to where we are in the bracket, because if you are here, that means that there's nothing else for you to watch. There's no other fights remaining except for this one. So without even having to remind you that if you don't want the results or the current standings of the tournament spoiled for you, to pause and go elsewhere, even though I just did that, to pause and go watch from wherever you left off, or start from the beginning if you haven't watched any. Bringing up the current tournament bracket, we can see that Group A has been cleared. Adonis Johnson Creed defeating Vig Reigns, then taking out Ice Cube, then beating Biggie Smalls, although this fight did went to the last round. Then taking on George Bush, getting a single knockdown, and then the referee stopping the fight immediately, not giving George Bush a chance to get up. I felt that George was in really good condition, felt like he could have continued, but the professional said he saw otherwise. He was in the ring, I wasn't, and with that, Adonis took Group A and qualified for the finals, where he will now fight the Group B winner, being Frankenstein, going all the way back, taking out Eddie Brock's Venom pretty easily. Then fighting, look at this, Apollo Creed, wondering if Adonis Creed has any kind of ill will right now, as Frankenstein did defeat his father. Wondering if Frankenstein is saying, like father, like son, I will end both of you. The Creed lineage will stop with me. Going up to Vin Diesel, perhaps the only fighter that Frankenstein did not even knock down. The referee stopped the fight as he felt Vin Diesel was not doing a well enough job to defend himself. So as a result, with the fight stoppage, Frankenstein earned himself a technical knockout victory. Moved on to the finals against Kimbo Slice. Had to put Slice on the mat a couple times in order to take the victory, but he won. And with that, we are brought to where we are right now, which is the final stage of the tournament, which is Adonis Johnson Creed versus Frankenstein. Everything that they had to go through to get to where they are right now. Incredible, just absolutely incredible. Going on with this fight, it's almost a little bit sad to see it come to an end, but not without their first being this just cataclysmic match, if you will. This monumental fight that's about to occur. We can see that Frankenstein clearly has a height and reach advantage. Adonis Creed, though, does not look bewildered in the least. Does not look phased at all, not afraid. Looks as he always has in all of his fights. Extremely, almost, and very angsty, if you will. It's very, very excited to get this fight going. Frankenstein just coming smooth operator. Feeling the same, just wants to get on with this fight. His training group right there behind him, supporting him, saying our man is definitely going to take this. Adonis Creed taking it all in, looking at all the folks in the arena, waving his arm to them. This will all be for you, he says, and my father. Frankenstein, on the other hand, not cheerful as much, perhaps saying I'm here to defeat all humans. I don't feel any kind of sympathy or empathy for any of you. I'm a creation of a madman. My goal in life is to take out humans. That being said, here we go with the start of round 1 of 12, as this is the championship fight. Frankenstein approaching the fight as he's approached all of them. Goes to the middle, both men narrowly missing each other there. If we notice, that uppercut is the uppercut that took out Kimbo Slice. Frankenstein, as always, taking up that precautionary stance. With his crossguard going, staying on the outside, moving to the corner, staying on the ropes. Creed just going in. Wondering if Creed has sort of an answer for this height advantage that Stein has. I don't believe he's come across anybody else that's had that much of a height advantage on him. Looks like he's doing okay, though. Both men trading blows there. Frankenstein in the corner, as always, trying to sidestep out. Creed said, "It's all right, I'll let you out."
Watch that.
I believe I heard that Apollo Creed is in the crowd somewhere watching his son. Perhaps saying, "Do it for me, kid. This guy is no joke. Be careful."
Block, block.
Creed's corner telling him to block. I don't think he saw that right hand coming. Both men trading uppercuts, though.
Keep working the body.
Pretty good body shot by Creed. Out of range. Frankenstein can't hit him. Creed being a little careful. He does get caught with the left hand there, and another. Goes for a body shot. Able to guard in time. Frankenstein in the corner, though. Does get a left uppercut in. Creed going for those body shots. Coming up in the end of round 1, let's go to the corners. Excellent first round.
You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands in there. Let's go. Beat it. You're fighting his rhythm, okay? Don't fight his fight. There's no need to fight his style. You're not going to.
Look at me. This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up.
All right, start of round 2 of 12. Again, Frankenstein runs to the center and then backs right up to the corner. Saying, "Creed, come here, boy. I did the same to your dad. And all the other fighters that thought they could take me, I'm do the same to you. You got a strategy for it? Let's see it." Creed, it appears Creed will do well to aim for that body, as he's it's really pretty much eye level with him. I don't think anyone else seemed to have made that connection in their fight with Frankenstein. Creed out of range of some of those shots. Able to weave out. It's a good little counter jab in there. Nice little left hand by Creed. Frankenstein taking these shots with ease, though. Doesn't appear to be affected. Backing up to the corner. Putting that crossguard in. Creed clinches. Maybe trying to throw Frankenstein off of his flow, or trying not to let him sidestep or get out of the corner. Hopefully he realizes that Frankenstein is very comfortable over there. Frankenstein couldn't sidestep. Sorry for our delay in our satellite feed, folks. Against the ropes, gets caught with an uppercut. Frankenstein looks like he's getting intercepted with his attempts. Creed is really picking his shots. Takes a pretty good left hand there, though. Frankenstein gets one good shot in and then backs up to the ropes. Creed appears to be pretty cautious. Although he does get caught with the right hand there. 10 seconds left in round 2. End of round 2. Let's go to the corner.
Okay, breathe now. Deep breath, deep breath. Holy shit, you are in control of this fight, man. Don't get careless out there, all right? Just keep boxing smart.
Listen, the way you pick these jabs. Go out and get it. Go out and fight this guy. Take it to these guys. You have to
Start of round 3. Right into the center, and I anticipate Frankenstein will back up. Bringing up the combi box numbers from last round, we can see that Creed is the overall more, or rather, at least for round 2, he is connecting more shots than Frankenstein, but that is Frankenstein's game, to play possum for around the first half of the match and then kick it up near the later rounds. The last 2 rounds, Creed is definitely, at least with the body shots, more accurate. He's thrown more and he's connected more. Let's see if he can keep that pace going throughout the remainder of this fight. Frankenstein again near the ropes, towards the corner on the outside.
keep moving. Gotta
Signature cross guard.
Gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Creed's corner telling them, watch for those punches. You got to see them. Creed's corner not really happy with how he's performing, saying that Frankenstein is winning the fight. I have it even right now. And trading shots in the center of the ring. This is a little bit unorthodox for Frankenstein. He usually does this later on in the fights, but he goes right back to his old tried and true ways. That's up to the corner. Frankenstein saying, let me have at you. Going for that body, trying to take the wind out of Frankenstein. Frankenstein against the ropes, but no pressure really. In the corner, Creed clinches up on Frankenstein. This is with an uppercut there, coming up at the end of round 3. Let's go to the corners. Pretty even fight.
You want this fight? You gotta stay yourself. You're losing this fight because you're not throwing any punches out. Don't doubt yourself.
Oh, this is a wipeout. You're winning this fight. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you got this. Just keep doing what you're doing. You need to cover up more, okay?
All right, start of round 4. You see, Teddy Scorecards has Creed winning the fight so far, winning rounds 2 and 3. Although Creed's corner sees it elsewise. Perhaps just saying that to motivate Creed. Oh my God! Creed got caught with an overhand right, but recovers. That really hurt him. He did recover though. He looks okay now. Wow, people did not like that. Folks did not like Frankenstein getting the better of Creed right there. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from round 3, we can see Creed is definitely more accurate towards the, or rather, he's more accurate than what he was before. However, seeing as Frankenstein is really picking his shots and really holding back, as he always does in the early rounds, he is much more accurate. At least for round 3 overall, nearly the same difference between the two in their percentage rates. Wondering if Frankenstein is gonna kick it up a notch a little bit sooner in this fight. As we did see him leaping with that overhand right and catching Creed. Creed has to look out for those. He has to account for Stein's height and reach. As I said, Creed has not fought anybody with this stature before, I don't believe.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Frankenstein backing up, just letting Creed miss. Creed really may need to calm down, and this is only round 4. We have 8 more rounds to go after this. I mean, it's good to win the early rounds, but what good is it if you're so tired out near the end, you get knocked out? Going towards that body. Frankenstein doesn't appear to be worried. Coming up at the end of round 4, let's go to the corners.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That was fucking amazing. I want another round like that. This is your fight, okay? You're in complete control of this fight.
All right, breathe, deep breath, take some water. Good. You're okay. Breathe for it. Now listen, you threw a white punch and it got you. Tight.
Start of round 5. Creed's corner not happy with how he's performing. Getting right back into the swing of things, Frankenstein is. Backing up and catching his opponent. Gets caught with a pretty good right hand there, though. Backs up and starts blocking. Returns the favor and catches Creed with 2 good shots. Creed bleeding pretty well out of his left eye. That must be from that must have been from that overhand right from last round. Again, I apologize about the satellite delay, folks. Creed going for that body. Frankenstein staying along the ropes, guarding as best he can. Creed catches Frankenstein with a good straight there. Frankenstein pushed him off. Weaves out of the way again. Couple of good body shots there. And a good straight from Frankenstein, as he does have the longer reach. Creed missing completely with that uppercut. Perhaps thought Frankenstein was going to leap forward. Out of range with that straight. Creed really needs to measure the distance a bit better. Wow, both men trading really good hooks. Creed backs up a little bit, saying, okay, let me get back. Let me reassess. Frankenstein moved out of the range of that body shot. Frankenstein starting his weaves. Perhaps wants to get Creed used to him weaving and not throwing anything, so he'll slip up. And then when the time's right, Frankenstein will catch him with something. Body shot after body shot. Creed going for that body. That's a good strategy. That's more than likely the best idea for him to do. Coming up at the end of round 5, let's go to the corners.
Let's go. ¿Qué está esperando? What are you waiting? There you go. You want this fight?
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing.
All right, start of round 6. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see that Creed was much more accurate with those body shots. Threw out a total of 38, connected 29. That will definitely do him well if he's successful hitting him with the body. And about a couple of punches better in the head department. Overall fight totals, we can see he is dominating the body shot round, but for whatever reason, it appears that Frankenstein is just unwinded by that. Still able to cover up and just fight as if he just started. Creed looking somewhat winded, putting all this energy into these shots to the body. Not sure if he knows how it's not as successful as he may think. Gets caught with an uppercut there.
Left and right. Left and right.
Another body shot by Creed.
You gotta protect yourself.
Creed really on the inside there. His corner telling him to protect himself. Good body shot by Creed. Frankenstein taking his time, just guarding against the ropes. Backing up. Tries to go for another hard right, misses. To the benefit of Creed. Backs up to the corner again.
Keep moving.
Frankenstein catches, or rather Creed catches him in the body again. Good uppercut. Oh, catches Creed with the pretty good right hand there. Intercepting jab there. Catches Stein with a good right hand. Frankenstein trying to keep Creed off of him, maybe feeling a little bit pressured. Sorry, folks, again about the satellite feed delay. We are working on the problem. Bear with us. Coming up the end of round 6. Any surprises before we end it? Let's go to the corners.
I don't know what to say. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice work out there. Just keep fighting smart. Keep busy. Don't take a break with this guy. You hear me?
How you feeling? You're not winning this fight, okay? You're not winning. He's beating you. I need you to throw more than one punch out there. More than one.
All right, start of round 7. Stein successfully ducks under Creed's right hand. Gotta wonder how he did that with the height advantage that he has. Catches Creed with a pretty good left uppercut. Frankenstein in the corner. Creed disregarding the hits he's taking to his face. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see that Frankenstein has an equal number of shots, or rather connection rate, for the head and body. Very, very much calculating when he chooses to throw out. Creed, on the other hand, getting really good with the body shots. Frankenstein looks like he's starting to get affected by that, but hopefully Creed didn't put too much into that. That may weaken him to the point where he won't be able to make any progress on top of that later on in the fight. Bringing up the overall fight totals CompuBox numbers, we can see just the sheer amount of body shots that Creed has been going for. Hopefully going to pay off sooner than later, as he does appear to be a bit more weakened than Stein. Continuing on with round 7. Either this or the next round, Frankenstein may in fact start kicking it up a notch. Wondering if Creed is prepared for that. Perhaps spoke with his dad about this. And trading shots there. Oh, Creed caught with the left hand even when he's trying to duck. Gets caught with the right hand there on that swollen eye. Trying to push Frankenstein off of him. Not sure if that's necessary, as Frankenstein is more than happy to back up himself. Frankenstein connects with the really good right hand. Creed unable to get out of the way fast enough. Catches Creed, or rather catches Stein with his own left hand. Nice uppercut, trying to keep him in the corner. Coming up at the end of round 7, let's go to the corners.
You're losing this fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? Pick it up. Please. You're not working. You're not working on anything. We worked on. You're not doubling your shot.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the jab pumping and throw the lead right hand, all right? And you are winning this fight.
All right, start of round 8. You see the CompuBox numbers. Teddy has Creed winning this fight. Very surprising. I mean, Creed is landing more shots overall. Proof of that being the CompuBox numbers from last round, at least. Connecting better with the body shots. That really seemed to be his target, is the body. I have to agree with that sentiment. The body must be a high priority for Creed, as if he wishes to stand a chance of weakening Stein, he has to go for that. Bringing up the overall fight totals, you can see he has a much better connection rate and has thrown out far more punches, perhaps 4 times as many punches, nearly 5 times as many body shots, and nearly twice as many headshots, and he's connecting a bit better than Frankenstein is. Creed just punching his heart out there. Misses with that hard right. Frankenstein backed up. We are in round 8. Frankenstein.
Don't let him get
Careful with his guard. Feeling at home in that corner there. Creed slowing down, going for light jabs there. Perhaps trying to pick up or rather picking up on Stein's game. It is round 8. Frankenstein has not gone head over heels, if you will, or has gone all out yet. He's still playing a little bit cautiously. Well, that was the punch that took out Kimbo Slice, and Creed seems to survive that. Again with the weaves. Maybe Frankenstein is kicking it up a little bit. Backs up, gets a good shot in, and backs up. Looks like Stein blocked that shot, but it may have actually done some damage. Coming up at the end of round 8. Let's go to the corners. Creed looks winded.
Woo! That is it. That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that, all right? You're doing good. Just keep it up. You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side and...
You're letting this get away. Come on now, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now. Nice work. Keep it up. This guy's never felt a beating like this. Keep the pressure on.
Start of round 9.
See some defense.
Creed's corner being a little bit more lenient on him, giving him, instead of a wholehearted "you're doing terrible," mixing it up with some compliments there. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see Creed really dedicated to those body shots. Frankenstein really picking his own shots, hence having a better connection rate with his own punches towards the body. Was thrown out far fewer, bringing up the overall fight totals, triple digits for the body shots for Creed. Really doing his best that he can to throw Stein for a loop there. Really needs to calm down with those uppercuts if he wants to make it to the end of this fight or even get a knockdown on Frankenstein. Creed's corner yelling uppercut. Not sure if that's the best idea for him. Creed gets caught with a pretty hard body shot there. Still coming forward though. Gets caught with a good right hand. Now backing up himself to the corner. Creed's corner saying you're not moving enough. Really needs to calm it down. Weaves out of the way, catches Stein with a pretty good counter jab. And now Frankenstein's corner saying you're not moving enough.
Keep moving. See those coming.
Caught with an uppercut. Crowd getting really excited. Both men trading shots there. Johnson missing with that uppercut. Again going for the body, sneaking in jabs there. Frankenstein surprisingly clinches. We're in round 9. Coming up at the end of it. Let's go to the corners. Wow.
You gotta land a big punch. No doubt about it. You're losing this fight. Throw.
Just keep working, and this is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, all right? Don't get lazy. You're winning this fight. All right, listen. You need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch, and then...
All right, start of round 10. I think already Creed deserves some sort of accomplishing type of applause, as nobody has gone this far with Frankenstein throughout the entire tournament. Although Frankenstein does look to be in better form than Creed does, catching Creed with really big 3 really good shots, 3 of them actually. Oh, misses him. Creed narrowly gets caught with the punch that took out Kimbo Slice. Should be thankful for that, but should be much more careful. My only guess as to why Stein is still somewhat reserved is that this is a 12-round fight, not a 10-round fight. And he's playing the numbers here, keeping himself cautious until it comes down to the last few rounds. Creed stunned, clinches. Frankenstein pushes him off of him. Creed backing up, tries to clinch again, gets pushed back, recovers. Definitely, that must have been some sort of a wake-up call. We can bring up the CompuBox numbers from last round. We can see he was still having success going to the body. Frankenstein throwing out more shots to the head. Overall, looking at the fight totals, we can see that Creed is desperately trying to go for the headshots. Get caught with a good shot there. Somewhat stunned, staggers back. Still fighting. Frankenstein now gets caught with the huge left uppercut. Frankenstein's taking it to Creed. Creed is trying to clinch, trying to recover. He goes down from a body shot. His first knockdown of the entire tournament. Goes right through Creed's guard. Creed couldn't take it. Goes down to the mat. Will he make it up? His first knockdown of the tournament. Gets up at the count of 5. Wow. Frankenstein, a machine. Creed missing with that uppercut, getting desperate. Not sure what his strategy is at this point. Should stick to the body shots. Hope, perhaps, maybe he's not thinking that he's having success. Gets caught with a huge left hand. Less than 10 seconds left in the round. Will he make it to round 11? Looks like he recovered. Takes another huge shot. End of round 10. What a round for Frankenstein.
Looking good. He's tired. Look at him. He's so fucking tired. He's got nothing left.
What did I tell you? Keep your hands up. You're throwing punches, but your hands are down. Are you good? Focus now. Focus.
All we need is water up there, that's it. You don't need that. Throw that away.
All right, start of round 11, the furthest that any fight has ever gone. Well, I mean, no fight has ever gone past round 10 because that's as far as we set them, as rather that's what was in the contracts. Final fight going to round 12. We can see Teddy's scorecards has now leaned towards Frankenstein, especially with that knockdown from the last round. If we look at the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see that Frankenstein definitely picking the later rounds, that is 10, 11, and 12, to really kick it in the high gear. I was wondering what happened to his energy that he had his first fights. It appears that he realized that this is going 12 rounds, so he halted his energy and used it and waited to use it for these later rounds, bringing up the overall fight totals. We can see that Creed is, at least overall, throughout the entire fight, is going to that body. Over 300 punches thrown to the head and body. Creed, or rather Frankenstein, not even 81 shots to the body, only 80, but he is in the triple digits and the over 200s for the headshots. It is paying dividends. Creed is definitely weakened, especially by that knockdown last round. He has to be careful. His only way of winning, I think that Creed thinks he is really far behind. Therefore, trying to get some desperate knockdowns, it's not going his way. He is not that far behind, at least on Teddy's scorecard. And Teddy is a really good judge of character and fighter. Frankenstein backing up a little bit. Creed being a little bit more careful. Tries to go for an uppercut, misses. Frankenstein back in the corner. Weaves out of that hook and then clinches. Creed really, really winded. It's caught with an uppercut, not a whole lot of power behind it. It's caught with a really big right hand, but only 10 seconds left in round 11. Will Creed make it to the end? He does. We are going into the final round of this entire tournament.
Equal. Okay. Relax. Take a deep breath. Need to focus. And
dig in deep. Dig in deep. You got it in you, champ. You got it. Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move.
All right, start of the final round of this tournament. People on their feet, including myself, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm literally standing up calling this match for you. Creed desperately needs a knockdown or has to win this round. He needs to be very careful he doesn't get caught with the haymaker again. Frankenstein taking his time. Perhaps thinking he has his fight in the bag. He very well may, especially with that knockdown from round 10. bringing up the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see that Creed is focusing on that body. About tied with the headshots. For the overall fight totals, he has put in work for the headshots and body shots. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever gone this far with Frankenstein. We can clearly see why Creed is the Group A winner, why this is the last person that Frankenstein has come up against. Creed, at this point, nobody wondering why he's made it this far. Completely earned every victory he has. Not a single fighter has gone this far with Frankenstein. Frankenstein perhaps a little bewildered himself, saying, wait a minute, why is this guy still standing up? Why are we still fighting? It's round 12. I shouldn't be in this ring anymore. Who is this guy? Frankenstein backing up, though, against the ropes. Creed's like, I'm not going out that easy. Tries to clinch, gets caught on his way in. Creed is really cautious. This fight may actually go the whole distance. Creed goes for a desperate uppercut, misses. Caught with 2 hooks there. Creed still on his feet, backing up. Again, goes for the body shot, gets caught with the right hand, knocked down to the mat. Oh, right behind the ear. Creed. And another one on his way down. Will he make it up? This is the second knockdown of the fight. Will Creed stand up and make it to the bell? That's the end of the round. Or rather, the end of the fight. Saved by the Bell is enabled only for the last round. Is Frankenstein already a clear victor? What's going on? What happened? Was it already decided that Frankenstein's the winner? I'm looking for an answer here, folks. Oh, unbelievable. A knockout victory. What happened here? It was the end of the fight. I see people in the ring scrambling right now. If Creed would have gotten up, he still wouldn't have won. That's what it is. I see what's going on. I see Creed nodding his head, understanding what's going on. They're telling him right now that, yes, let me make sure yes. They are saying right now that even though you were saved by the Bell, because of that knockdown, you still lost the fight, so we're counting it as a KO as you were still on the mat when the bell rang. What an unbelievable fight. Look how far this went. Look how close it was. If Creed could have held on, if he could have won that round, this would have been a draw. It would have been 114 to 1, or rather it wouldn't have been a draw. My apologies, folks. Because of the knockdown in round 10, Frankenstein won this fight. This is an unbelievable match. Oh, I could not have really asked for a better ending to this tournament. This has been a journey. Went the entire distance. Johnson Creed saved by the Bell, but still would have lost anyways had he made it up because of that knockdown. Frankenstein, or rather Johnson Creed, needed to get a knockdown in this round. He didn't even need to get a knockout. He needed to get a knockdown in order for the fight to be a draw. But Frankenstein knocked him down. And even though he was saved by the Bell, it still counted as a victory for Frankenstein. What an unbelievable end to the tournament. We have to give it up to both fighters. We have to give it up to Frankenstein for being your Fight Night Champion Custom Boxer BareKnuckle tournament. With that victory, Frankenstein gets his glorious, golden, well-earned, well-deserved 4 points, which represent a knockout. Excuse me, that's 2. And with that, we end the tournament. And we see the Supreme Champion being none other than Frankenstein, and very much indeed, Adonis Johnson Creed going all 12 rounds. No other fighter in the entire tournament had gone, I believe, even 9 rounds with Frankenstein. Adonis Creed going all 12 rounds with the machine, Frankenstein. Unbelievable fight. I'm very, very happy with this result, as it was not a first round knockout. It wasn't even a 5th round knockout. It wasn't a 1 knockdown and then the referee stops the fight. I really respect the fact the referee acknowledged that this was a championship match, that this was for all the cojones, if you will. This is for all the glory, and when Adonis Creed went down, the referee did not stop the fight immediately. He started counting, and as anticipated, Adonis Creed got up on his own 2 feet and began fighting again. Then nearly won the next round, got knocked down again in 12, was on his way up, but the round ended. They gave it a KO victory for Frankenstein, because even if Creed got up, it would have been a victory for Frankenstein. So, with that being said, I like to thank every single person that's come along with me through this journey of the very, very long Fight Night Champion Custom Boxer BareKnuckle tournament. I had a very, very fun time doing this. I enjoyed every single fight. I enjoyed calling the fight like I'm an actual announcer. I enjoyed the fight promotion video that I made. I enjoyed every single bit of it, and I hope you all enjoyed it with me, or enjoyed it even more than I did. With that being said, thank you all to those who came to check out my video for watching my video. I appreciate all the views and notoriety I can get. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and as always, take care, and God bless.